Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Imani and I love all things planner and self-care related. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to walk you through my planner setup because I don't think I've done that so far, especially since I switched from an A5 size planner to a half letter size. And then I'm going to do a plan with me. Stay tuned. Okay, so here she is. Oh, I'm so excited to show her because I worked so hard on this setup so far and I'm still tweaking a few things, and I'll mention that throughout the video, but for now I absolutely love her. So these are, I believe, 1.5 or 1.25 inch discs. I can look that up for you all. And this clip is from Cloth and Paper. And I have some things clipped in the back, so hopefully they don't fall out. But before the schedule section, so just to clarify some things, there are 3 sections of my planner. There's schedule, notes and lists, and then finances in the back. So before the schedule tab begins, I just have a few things, mainly decorative, that I can just use, and clearly this is like outdated, right? So that's my January to-do list. But I just keep paper back here whenever I need some space to write down ideas. If I have a random burst of inspiration, I can just flip through and get to a blank sheet very quickly. So I have this overlay from Infinite Lotus. I got this such a long time ago, so I'm not sure if they still have it, but I can link it below. And then this is old, this is from 2021, so I would just ignore that, but this is from 2022. This is from Cloth and Paper, and it's just a year at a glance. I like that it's sort of transparent so I can still see what is beneath. So the next section of my planner is actually the one that I use the most, and it makes sense. So this is the schedule section. Here I just have a dashboard from Cloth and Paper. I like to have a dashboard after every tab just to give it sort of a decorative element to it. And here are the 2 just sort of like planner cards that I had as decoration that was on the back of this clip. So that's why it's hanging off right now. This is something that I absolutely love because I'm trying to simplify life. So I want to make sure that I have what I need to plan close by. So I bought this, it's like a credit card holder, and it's clear, and it houses my page flag. So anytime I need a page flag, whether it be for a reminder or just marking an important spot in my planner, I have it right here. I don't have to go to my planner stash to find one, dig it out, put it all back, and I can avoid that mess. So it's all right here in my planner, and for me it doesn't bulk up anything, so it's really convenient. I do have it up front in the schedule section. I'm still sort of working those details out, like whether or not I'm going to keep it in schedule or put it in the back, but for now it's in my schedule section because, again, this is the section I use the most. So following the credit card insert, I have this monthly admin insert from Cloth and Paper. This was part of their January 2022 subscription box. It's something new that I'm trying. Typically, I like to plan the month on 2 pages, but I think this was a good exercise for me to plan on 1 insert. So as you can see, I don't really reference it often, which is why I didn't buy monthly inserts for 2022 quite yet. But it is great space for me to just write a few important tasks, dates, and outline what is happening in the next month. So it forces me to be concise and very clear about what I want to accomplish during the month, rather than brainstorming all of these tasks and putting these unrealistic expectations on myself. So it's a challenge and I'm using it. I like it so far, but as you can see, I don't really reference it that much because, trust me, it's not the 14th when I'm filming this. So after the monthly insert, you're gonna find daily inserts, weeklies, and honestly anything in between, because I'm not afraid to plan on just plain lines. So I will show you what I've been planning since the end of January going into February. As you can see, I love daily inserts, especially this one. It's the Refresh Daily from Cloth and Paper. I love to use lines for my weekend to-do lists. Here's the weekly insert, also from Cloth and Paper. This was from the January 2022, excuse me, subscription box. Trying that out as well. Seeing this makes me laugh because I consider myself to be a very minimal planner and one who only uses like black ink, but this just goes to show that I use colored inks too. I used pink that day. I'm pretty sure that was for Valentine's Day. And then I used green here. So I like to change things up sometime as well. And honestly though, y'all, that's it. As you can see, I didn't really plan the week of Valentine's Day. And to be honest, when I get really busy, I don't have time to do an insert in the morning. So I'll just plan on a sticky note so then that way I at least know the top 3 things that I need to complete. But when I don't plan, I definitely feel it. The week of Valentine's Day was a super stressful week for me, so I definitely felt the effects of that. So that is pretty much the end of at least the schedule part. This dashboard sort of marker is from Cloth and Paper. It's kind of messed up because I put it to good use. Some more inserts. As you can see, this is my favorite insert at the moment. I do have my other favorite daily from Infinite Lotus. As you can see, there's probably a pattern here. I like lines. I love writing on lines. So every insert that I like to use for planning my schedule at least will have lines on it. And I believe that is it. So here's the next section of my planner called Notes and Lists. And honestly, y'all, what I house in this section rings true to the title. It is just a compilation of notes and lists from all areas of my life. So as you can see from the tabs over here, I keep business materials in here. If I'm ever listening to a podcast, a sermon, an IG live, and I want to take notes and save those notes, I put it behind learning notes right here. So I'll flip through what I can, but as always, like I said, after every tab you'll have a dashboard, and this is one of my favorites from Cloth and Paper. It has a really nice texture to it. It's almost like textured cardboard paper almost, or construction paper. It's so hard to explain through video, but it has a really nice texture to it, so I love it. So I have sort of like 2 different types of inserts in here. I have the meeting notes insert. If you watched my last video, you know that I picked this up and I'm taking a leap of faith because as you can see, it's missing lines. It has dot grid, which is tougher for me to write on personally. So what I've done in the past when I do use it is that I grab a sticky note and I'll just write on the sticky note and then write on here. And then I can write like a big title. So for example, if one of the priorities for the meeting that I'm using the insert for is to brainstorm a rollout of, you know, a new content series, I'll take the notes of the content series on the sticky note and then write content series 1 over here. So this is solely for titles. You know, I don't take my notes on here, I'm not gonna lie. At least not yet. I'm still giving it a try and I'm still putting myself like out of my comfort zone. But of course, I have to have lined inserts close by just in case I want to try something different. So here are more inserts. Some of the same thing. Okay, and towards the end of sort of the business materials, those are what I use the meeting notes for. You'll have the learning notes. Again, this is what I use when I'm listening to something and I want to take notes. So here I'll just have notes that I wrote. I didn't listen to that podcast. And then we're at the next sort of subsection in notes and list. So this next subsection of notes and list is where I house the sort of goal planning inserts that were in the, I believe it was January 2022 or may have been December 2022 Cloth and Paper subscription box. So here are just a quick look of what I wrote. I have the vision boards and some of the habits I want to adopt this year. I haven't quite filled them out. I know I wrote business goals up here, but I use ClickUp to house sort of like my business, so all my business goals are there. I can still write them out here if I want to, but I think it's always good to keep that digital as well. So here is it's my self-care goal brainstorm for 2022. It'll be good to revisit this because I'm on track for a few, but others others could use some work. So for example, I met the savings goal that I had already, so I can cross that off and probably write a new one or update at least, maybe with some sticky notes to update. Let's see what else. I need to work on decreasing phone usage for social media because it's hard, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, it's very hard. I'm on track to read 50 to 52 books this year. And yeah, so I'm on track. So it'll be good to revisit and update this. What I love is that the inserts provided like more than enough space for you to brainstorm different goals. So if you are really focused on quite a few financial goals, for example, you could use these to be very specific and like write out all of your goals for each area of self-care, for example. That would be a great use of it, actually. And this is a year review, so I'll have to make sure I either revisit these or like don't change my planner size by the end of the year so that I can fill these out. So this next section, I told you, notes and lists, has a little bit of everything. This is where I have my affirmations and sort of the like self-care insert from cloth and paper. So let me turn to, because I really do use these as like a way to brainstorm. I posted this on Valentine's Day, I believe. So I flipped through the private stuff, but there's space for private affirmations, mindful intentions, and just your free thoughts. So you can write affirmations, you can draw. I always say that when you're journaling, it doesn't necessarily have to always be words that you put. If you feel more led to draw pictures or just scribble and doodle, then hey, that's your form of self-care. Lean into that, and you can use these inserts for that as well. So we reached the end of notes and lists. There are more notes in here, obviously. I think a lot of those are content and business related, so I won't show those quite yet, so I won't spoil the surprise. But the last section is finance. I don't really use this often. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know that I have the Slim wallet. It's like a planner, but more like a wallet. In fact, let me just show you. So this is the planner that I use for finances from Notique. It's a planner, but it's also like a wallet. It's really cool because they have cash envelopes in there. So for the categories in my budget that I do carry cash for, so like for timber or for gas, I carry this around at all times, so just for like emergency money as well. And if I can avoid using my bank card, I will definitely do so, and I'll use cash instead. But what I love about the planner from Notique is that they offer quite a few different inserts inside the planner already, so I didn't have to buy these extra. This is a to buy insert where you can do like item description, your date desired amount, whether it's a want or a need, which is really important, I think, because sometimes we have all these lists of things and it's like, okay, are these all wants? And it's good to realize whether or not it's a want or a need. I use this insert probably the most. It's a to-do insert, and I use it for more than just finances, if I'll be honest with you. Like if I'm out and I need to remember something, this is the planner that I pull out to remember to jot things down quickly and write it elsewhere in my planner when I get home. So there are other inserts too. There's just a plain notes insert. Again, this is great when you are on the go and you just need something to write down quickly and add as a reminder. But again, this is what I use for finances. I know that cloth and paper is releasing updated finance inserts, and y'all know me, I'm always willing to give something a try. So I'm going to try that as well in the half letter size and replace my old finance inserts. But this baby, this is my go-to. This is what I use for my cash management and really my day-to-day management when I'm out and about in the world. Okay, that's it. That is my half letter setup and also my Nautique, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a wallet, planner, everything, my life as I go into a world planner. But what I want to do now is just do a quick plan with me to show you how I plan. Today is Sunday, and as you know, it's an important day for me to sit down and reflect on the week and plan for the next week. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's it. Let's go over it really quickly. As you can see, it's the week before the 21st. I don't have work tomorrow, and typically what I like to do on Sundays is plan a date on a daily insert for the following Monday. But because we don't have work and I'm off, I know that I can plan tomorrow for Tuesday, and that'll be the start of my work week. And I know I will be feeling a little anxious, so I'll need the planning relaxation time tomorrow instead of today. So I did not plan on a daily insert, but here is my weekly insert. As you can see, I do have a weekend getaway, so I'm excited about that. And this is all I need. I don't need, personally for me, like this minimal planning style is what works best. I love the simplicity of it and how it forces me to focus on what I absolutely need to do this week instead of just brainstorming everything that I could do. So this forces me to be, like I said, concise and very realistic about what I want to accomplish this week. So if you have any comments, you know that you are welcome to put them below in the comment box, or please feel free to send me an email, a DM. I'm so happy to answer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.